Hello.
Hey,
How's it going?
good. Sorry about that.
That's all
For
right.
some reason, whenever I want to use it, need to use it, it doesn't want to be used. So
Yeah, my computer takes forever to start up.
it's like, yeah. But thanks for meeting.
No problem. Um, the as far as the group meeting quizzes are fairly simple. Did you get the categorical data analysis Excel spreadsheet that he sent out?
I'm gonna send that out now. Hold on.
Oh, for the design study?
Wait. What?
Sorry.
I'm talking about the what's it called thing? Oh, you mean okay? So for design the study, we have to return it back in,
Right. And
correct?
so, yep. And all
Wait.
all we need because he wanted more detail, more information on how we're going to gather the data. And so we need to give them the list, or Aaron's going to submit it, but we need to provide the list of the cereals we're going to
Yeah.
get them.
So I have those. Hold on. Oh, I have too many things up. Oh. All right. So I'll send you guys all this. And we did 32, right?
Did we end up with 32? Yeah, I think we did. Yeah.
Or maybe it was 30.
Um, whatever you have is fine. Even if it's not 30, we can do a QQ plot test.
Yeah. Um, and then if you guys want to change around how I did it, you're more than welcome to. So I just sent it.
Okay.
Because I just did like A and B column is the brand of cereals, and then D, E, F, and G are like the different grocery stores.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's great.
But we'll probably have to make it more like crazy.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Math. So is the group assignment is just super easy?
It's fairly easy. I'm trying to think. Let me go over it again. I mean, we missed one on the first one on 18, and uh, and then Aaron and Brittany got 100 on the second one, and I put in the wrong data, so I missed a few on the second one. But yeah, it's fairly easy because you just plug it in and get the information that it spits out.
Yeah.
Hold on one sec. Hold on.
Um, and then what are we doing?
All right. Did you look at the individual prep assignment for 18?
Yeah.
Um, let's see here.
Oh, and so I don't look at my school email like ever,
Right.
and so and most of the time you guys send it to my regular email, so that's why I never think of checking my school email on Tuesday.
Right. I
And then I was
remember.
like, they haven't said anything yet, and I was doing something Tuesday night, so I wasn't able to go. And so I was going to tell you guys that, and then I totally forgot about it. And then I was like, I should probably check my school email. And I was doing it right as soon as you guys were, like, going on. And I was like, like,
Yeah, that's totally fine. And I remember who sent out the invite. If it was,
I think it
I
was
think it was,
Brittany.
yeah. And so she doesn't. She just puts in, I don't know, you know how it pre-populates when you put it in.
Yeah.
She just does whatever shows up.
Yeah.
So sometimes she'll send out like a group email, and I'll notice it has just your BYU email instead of your Gmail, and so
Yeah.
I'll attach your Gmail one just so that you get
Oh,
in on the
gotcha.
conversation.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, because sometimes it has both my accounts, and I'm like, oh. Like, and sometimes I get part of the conversation, and then it's like I get all the rest like down below, but I'm like, I didn't get that email before. Like, so that makes more sense now.
Okay, good.
Okay, so
Okay. So if you want to open it up, then I can walk you through it.
okay.
And then if you want to post this as the link on like a thread or comment below our group posting
Yeah,
to get it to count, I'd do that for you.
yeah, it's a good plan. So it's just like,
So for lesson 18, it's 2 proportions, and so you have
yeah,
P1, P2.
so for females, it's 52 out of 70, right?
Correct. Yeah.
And then for males, it's 42 out of 59.
Uh-huh.
So it's 743.
Correct. Yeah. 0.743.
Hey, Doodle, what are you doing? Snake. Come on, Doodle Boston. Come on, Doodle Boston. Sorry, I had to put my dogs away on the page. 59. So then it's 0.7112. I mean, 2.
Yeah, 712.
Yeah.
0.712. 712.
And then it's just a different sign, right?
Yeah, but there's 2 answers that have the different sign.
Oh.
And this is the one that I steered everybody wrong on. And anyway,
Hold on, let me check in the lesson real quick.
Yeah, it's written in the lesson, and I didn't bother to remember what I read.
So it's without the hats?
Yeah, because the hat is the sample
And you're
proportion.
doing it for the, got it, okay.
Yeah, the true yeah, you only make hypothesis to the true population, which is with no hat.
Okay. And then that's for a confidence interval.
Yeah. Now there's an Excel spreadsheet that gives you all of the information. Do you have that? It's called categorical data analysis.
I don't think so.
All right, let me email it to you.
Does it not have just like the... Oh, they have it, but it's a super long equation.
Yeah, it's not very fun.
So we
you
don't have to do it by hand?
No, I mean he said to like this Excel spreadsheet would make our lives a lot easier.
Oh, that's nice.
And he also said that we should learn how to do it in SPSS if you want, I guess.
Makes my computer go too slow.
Yeah. All right, so I'm actually sending you a zipped folder. But so it has 3 Excel files in this zipped folder, and when you open it up, it's one of them that says categorical data analysis.
Maybe I do have that.
It should be combined with like the descriptive and whatever else.
And I do have it. I just didn't know that it was combined. Okay. That makes sense. And you just do 2 proportions.
Uh-huh.
So then that would be...
So for like x1 you put 52, n1 you put 70, and then x2 is 42, n2 is 59.
Not equal to. So then it's negative 0.123.
Mm-hmm.
And then 0.185.
Yeah.
And then the p-value is way high.
Right.
So we fail to reject HO.
Mm-hmm.
That's not very high. 1 second. There is insufficient evidence to suggest it. So is it there is insufficient evidence to suggest that the true proportion of females who can taste PTC is different from the true proportion of males who can taste PTC?
That's the one.
This isn't bad at all.
No, it's fairly easy. And then for the next set of problems, it's the same thing where you put in that information and basically just fill in the blanks.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the Excel spreadsheet also gives you the check requirements box if it's greater than 10.
Okay, so the first sample and then the second sample.
As long as each of those is greater than 10, then it passes the requirements.
So it's less than, right?
You did true for 9?
Hold on. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and then 10 is less than.
So that's the one that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that eats P2. The alligator's eating.
Yeah. I seriously had the hardest time in whatever class that was that you had to always do that in because I could never remember. I think it was like in 5th grade. So is the p hat 1? Is that like where it tells you 0.141?
Yep. Yeah, 141.
And then 0.145?
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is so easy.
It just does it for you.
Love that. To the left?
Mm-hmm.
Then 0.022.
Did you get negative 2.02?
Yes.
Okay.
And then for the p-value, 0.022.
Uh-huh.
And then we reject the null hypothesis.
Yeah.
And then there is sufficient evidence to conclude that the proportion of patients who have a heart attack and are admitted to the hospital on a weekday who die is less than the proportion of patients who have a heart attack and are admitted to the hospital on the weekend who die.
Yep. Yeah, the less than.
Yeah.
And it's that top answer.
Yeah.
Did you get 100?
Yep.
Sweet.
Awesome. Awesome.
Is it echoing on your end or is it just mine?
It might just be yours. It's not echoing on mine.
Okay. Good. So lesson 19 is similar. I'm trying to think. But it involved.
And you guys got 100 on this one?
Yes. Well, I didn't, but Brittany and Anna did because so you use that same Excel spreadsheet and you just put in like a table. And
Ooh,
when I put in my table and I forgot to put in a column, and so I submitted it before The other guys, yeah, realized what I did.
Hmm. So kind of like what I did before.
Yeah.
I like would have gotten it right if I would have checked the answers with you guys. For some reason, I felt so confident about it. For no reason. Okay, so
Are you looking at the individual step, or did you open the quiz already?
I just opened the quiz already.
Okay. All right. So, and did you read up on chi-square?
A little bit, not a ton.
And the basic meaning is to see if the variables or the factors are independent or not independent. Because we can't, there's not enough to say that they're dependent. I'm guessing we'll get into that next week or the week after or whatever. But for now, it's just independent. And
I mean, I remember it a tiny bit from when I was in AP Stats, but not. We didn't focus on it.
Yeah.
So,
So the null hypothesis is always assuming that there is no relation or correlation between the factors to data. So it's all
not independent.
Yeah.
And then the HA is they are independent.
The HA is they are not. So HO is independent.
Okay.
And HA is not independent.
And that's always with.
Always, yeah. With chi-square. It's always null is independent.
And that's DF equals number of rows minus 1 times number of rows minus 1. Columns, I mean.
Yeah. Rows minus 1 and then columns minus 1.
Okay. So that would be. So that'd just be 2, right? And then. So yes, there are at least 5 expected counts in each cell.
Yep. Did you see how you got that? Or where you look for it?
Isn't it just the? Do you do like 250 divided by 450?
I don't know the formula, but in the book it tells us that it's the expected count that we use to check the requirement.
Okay.
So in the table below where we do the input, there's the count, and then the expected. As long as each expected is above 5.
Yeah. I was just doing it the, what's it called, way.
Manual.
Yeah. But I didn't plug them in yet. Because we didn't have this. Because we just use calculators, like the...
like the TI-86?
Yeah, the like super fancy ones. And those were awesome. But this is even more. Okay, so 250, 350. I mean, 250, 300, then 50, then 200, 150, 50. Right?
Did you just copy the
Yeah.
table that is given on the page? Yeah.
I just want to make sure that it's, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And is it 16.2?
Uh-huh.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Is that normal?
I don't know. I just trust the spreadsheet and it came out right.
Oh. That's nice. And then 0.000.
Yep.
So there is sufficient evidence to suggest that gender and voting preferences are independent.
Let's see. Are we agreeing or rejecting?
I mean,
So we reject.
we're rejecting, so they are not independent?
Correct.
Okay.
So the top answer. Right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I have to like plug all that stuff in. Okay. So as long as they're above 5, you said? Yeah?
Mhm.
Which they are. And then it's 2 times 4, so that would be 8.
Yep.
Then 7.44.
Mhm.
Then 0.490.
Yep.
There's insufficient evidence to suggest that there's insufficient evidence to suggest that motivation to visit a chiropractor is not independent of the location.
That's the one.
Sweet.
So you should get 100.
Yep.
Alright.
Awesome. And then we just have to collect the data.
For our design study.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, isn't it part 2 this week?
no, so this is finishing up the design, the data, the design study.
Okay, so we don't have to do it yet.
No. So if you notice, she gave all of us like an 80%.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we resubmit it, it'll look on the work that passes, he gets us 100.
Okay. Good. And we don't have to. Only Aaron resubmits it.
Yeah, hopefully he does. But if you just, or if you send it to him, I'll follow up.
Yeah. Did you get the email?
I did.
Okay. So he should have gotten it too then.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Awesome. Well, thanks for reading.
last week on one of the homework quizzes, did you get hundreds on your quizzes last week?
I think so. No, I didn't. Hello?
Sorry, my computer cut out.
No, it's all good.
You did get hundreds on both of them?
No, I didn't.
There's one that I missed and I didn't know or couldn't figure out, so I asked him. And it was something that I didn't even expect. There'll be a question like that on the test next week. It's
Which lesson is it?
That's right. I don't know. Oh, group meeting. Okay, I'm on. It was. Oh, I missed one, but the one that I didn't know was lesson 16, question 4. Did you get that one right?
Let me check. No, I didn't.
What'd you put?
I think I just guessed on it. I think I put point. Hold on. Hold on. Wait, I'm looking at. What lesson is it?
16.
16? Oh, I'm looking at 17. Aren't those just the...
Yeah, the two equations. Where you n times p and n minus, or n times 1 minus p.
Yeah. Wouldn't it just be 10?
So what it's asking is, what n would have to be with the sample size would have to be to satisfy the requirements.
Then I go back to the lesson. So P is equal to okay, so that one is 12.5.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one is so it would be 12.5.
That's what I thought. But I figured a sample number round up. So I put 13, but that was wrong. And Brittany, I think, or Aaron put 5, and they got it wrong. So I had to ask the advisor to find out, what was the answer.
Wait, they put 25 and they got it right?
No, they put 12.5.
Yeah.
And got it wrong.
Oh, they got it wrong?
And I put 13 on it.
I put 10 and I got it wrong, obviously, because I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, and I wasn't either. What the question should have asked.
Doing it, 12.5 is the right answer. Like.
Yeah. As far as being greater than 10. But what it's asking is, or what it should have asked was, what's the smallest value of n that would satisfy both of those equations. So that other equation, it's 50.
Oh, so it's 50.
So yeah, it's 50 because it's really greater than or equal to 10. And so as long as 12.5 and above, 50 fits in that, but 12.5 did not fit in the other equation at 50 and above.
That makes sense.
So fully worded, but my guess is there'll be a question like that on the test.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I'm glad you pointed that out. Because I'm like, what the heck?
So, okay. Well, it's Friday night. I'm sure busy night. It's just started.
Yep. I'm going to bed.
Okay. Well, good luck. Individual quizzes.
Thank you.
See you next week.
Yeah. Sounds good. Thanks so much for meeting
Okay.
with me.
No problem.
No problem. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.